Are you getting ready for a tattoo health inspection? Well, if so, I'm going to give you a full-on walkthrough through my studio on everything a tattoo health inspector would be looking for. Come on inside. Now, first up, paperwork. Depending on the state you're in, you're going to require a license. And health inspectors require that you have them posted in a conspicuous place upon entry. That way they can ensure that you're up to date and current. Disposal of sharps containers. Most states require you to have an account with a local professional disposal company. You're going to need that documentation ready for when the health inspector comes, because you can't throw your sharps in the trash. So if you're a completely disposable shop, you can disregard these few bits of information. But if you do any sort of sterilization in your studio, you're going to require a dirty room. This is where you clean and process your tools before sterilization. Every dirty room should be marked with a biohazard symbol. Let's look at what's going on inside. And make sure you put your initials and the date that the package was sterilized. Next up in the sterilization process is your autoclave, or some form of sterilizer. Now this is also going to require a monthly spore test. A spore test is where you actually put active spores in a sterilization pouch and sterilize them, sending off the results to ensure that your autoclave is properly destroying all spores. Upon passing the spore test, the company in which you contract to do the spore testing will provide you with a document that your health inspector will want to see upon completion of that health inspection. Next up, we want to make sure that all studios, well, have gloves, and there's an appropriate way to don those gloves. First, you want to reach in and grab the edge as best you can, trying to minimize touching the glove, and then use that gloved hand to pull out the next. Next up, your health inspector is going to ensure that your tools have been properly packaged, and they're also going to check those expiration dates. Now, if it's been steam autoclaved, they're also going to look to ensure that the steam indicator has been turned to the proper color. Next up, your health inspector is going to check your inks and ensure that the expiration date is still good. Your health inspector will want to ensure that you're using the proper sanitization chemicals like green soap, rubbing alcohol, and hospital-grade disinfectants like Cavicide. It's also great practice to have them labeled properly for their inspection. You also want to make sure that your waste receptacles have a lid and they function well. Every area should have a sharps container as well. Make sure all of your surfaces are non-porous, meaning you can wipe them down easily and disinfect them. So that means no carpet or fabric anywhere in your studio. You want to ensure that each booth has appropriate separation to avoid cross-contamination. You're going to make sure that you have a sink designated specifically for hand washing in an unobstructed area, and this can't be the sink in your bathroom. They're going to make sure that you're giving your clients their tattoo release forms, as well as ensuring you're giving them their aftercare instructions. So that's all we have for today. Of course, individual cities, states, and even counties sometimes have different requirements for tattoo studios. So I urge you to check out your local health department or state regulatory body to find out what's required in those health inspections. But I challenge you to do everything I've shown you today, and you won't have any problems passing your next tattoo health inspections. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next time.